Welcome to the last full week of this school year. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mariely Sanchez and I am a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. Welcome to the last full week of this school year. So today I'm actually coming to you at the end of the day, and this morning I did film a little bit about how I arranged the desks before the students came in. I just was trying out a new seating arrangement and this is what I came up with. Just changing things up this morning with a new desk arrangement. And when the students come in, I'll assign them new seats as well. And this is pretty much how it's going to be until next week when it's our luau. And I have to rearrange the desks for our luau. So, all right, here we go. So for today, it worked out pretty well. After the students came in, I also changed their seating assignments. So they all have new seating assignments. And now I would like to talk about the little highlights from today. We continued reading the book Small Spaces, and we got over halfway through the book and we got to the action part. And the students really are hoping to find out what more happens, which we're in the very suspenseful part of the story. After that, I treated the students to watching episode 4 of Star Wars, and then we did some math, and we also went ahead and started taking our assessment for our topic 6 in science so that we can start topic 7 tomorrow, which is the last topic in our science textbook. We have a couple of other things that we are planning to do this week. Tomorrow is junior achievement, but I am not 100% sure if we are getting someone from the business community in our room, so I will let you know tomorrow. And we need to also start reading our Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief book. I just want to finish Small Spaces before we do, so that our mind is ready to dive into the world of demigods and Greek mythology in present times. So that's pretty much the highlights we've had for today. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I was craving some snacks in my room. It's just that time of the year, and I don't know about you, but when I'm feeling stressed or overwhelmed, I just want to eat some snacks, and I really hadn't had many snacks in my classroom. So I went on my Amazon Prime Now account and I ordered some stuff. So I'll just show you some of the non-perishable snacks that I got for the classroom from now until we finish school, which is 3 more weeks. All right, so if you're curious to find out what are some of my favorite go-to snacks, here it is. All right, so if you've never used Prime Now, it is an app. You can use your Amazon Prime account, and delivery is free if you get an order of $35 or more, and then you just tip your driver, and then you choose the hour window that they can come, and they do a 2-hour delivery. So I ordered this morning, and this is what I got. So I got a snack size bag or the singles of Doritos. I love to eat Doritos with bean dip. I love to dip them in there, and this one I'm just going to keep in my little refrigerator once I open it, because you're supposed to refrigerate it once it's open. But that's snack number 1, so Doritos with bean dip, and there's 12 singles in here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take the rest home, but at least if I'm craving some Doritos and bean dip, I got that. I also have some honey bunches of oats, honey roasted, and sometimes I've been craving cereal in the morning lately. And I do not have milk to keep in my classroom, but what I'll do is I'll just pack my own milk, which, note to self, I got to buy some oat milk on the way home today. So honey bunches of oats. I also got some fruit by the foot, because come on, these are so much fun to eat. I mean, you just wrap them around your finger and then you just eat them. I don't know. I just love them. So that's the other snack. That's it for bag number 1. Bag number 2, we have some club crackers. Some Mott's unsweetened applesauce pouches. I already opened it. Some mandarin oranges, raw cashews. Cashews are pretty much the only nut that I'm not allergic to and that I can eat and it won't affect me negatively. So good to have those. I have to. My sour Haribo gummy bears. Oh my goodness, these are my favorite, y'all. I also got these little snack on the run tuna packets, and I got 3 of them, which are very good to keep around, especially if I'm hungry or if I forgot to pack lunch or something like that. So snack packs, I got 3 of them, so that's 1, 2, and 3. I also have some mini Slim Jims because Those are fun to eat sometimes. 2 pouches of chunky light tuna. And I have some condiments in my classroom, so I will usually eat these with the club crackers. So good to have. And some Larissa's Kitchen beef sticks. So I got 2 jalapeno and 2 original ones. So yeah, it looks like I went grocery shopping, but I really just used Prime Now. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm just sharing something that I did today. Yummy snacks for sure. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite snack and which non-perishable snack you like to pack for your classroom or keep in your classroom whenever you have a craving for the munchies. All right, so that is all that I have to share with you today. So I will move you on to Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. I'm getting my morning started, ready with my teacup. I'm about to pour some cereal into a bowl with my oat milk, have my breakfast before the students come in, and then see where the day takes us. We have junior achievement visiting our school today. I'm not sure if someone is coming into our classroom, but if they'll do, I'll take snippets here and there of what we end up doing. And of course, I will let you know the highlights from today. So let me pour some cereal and I'll see you later.
I'm not an entrepreneur, but I am a business person. But within my company, it is my job to sell my goods and sell my services to clients.
Hello everyone. So I am now coming to you at the end of the day. Different view. I'm actually at my school's butterfly garden. I wanted to come outside in the sunshine, but I wanted to give you a highlight for today. So today we did have junior achievement, as you saw in the previous clips. You saw the students working on learning about the traits of entrepreneurs, as well as working together in a group to create their own business using natural resources, capital resources, and human resources. So they had a lot of fun doing that and then presenting their businesses to the class, including what kind of natural resources, capital resources, and human resources they would need in order to have their business work. After that, we continued reading Small Spaces, and we are almost done. We are 2 chapters away from being completely done. That means that we'll finish tomorrow, and then we'll start on Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, which is very exciting. But we will have to read multiple chapters every day in order to finish by next week. I know, very ambitious deadline. I just finished making copies for the checks that the students will use tomorrow to write their checks for their $1 million project, which is also due tomorrow. So I just wanted to quickly show you a little bit of how those checks look and pretty much what I'm planning to do with them. I usually have the students cut it out and put it in like construction paper to create an actual checkbook, but for this assignment I'm just going to give the checks in a packet that is stapled together, and there are 3 checks per sheet, so I'm just gonna have them leave it in the packet. That way it's gonna be a lot quicker and we won't spend so much time cutting and putting it all together in a book. Again, because of time, we got to be flexible and we got to be creative and think of ways that we can save time. So here are the checks. So I'm just going to show you one of them. I'm just covering the school address because I put school bank and then I put the school address here. But at the top, right here in the top, the students will put their name and their address if they know it. If not, I'll help them. And then they'll put the date and pay to the order of. So they'll put who they're paying the check to. They'll write it on the line in Word form, and then over here in standard form, they'll tell what it's for, and of course they'll sign. So they're practicing writing checks, which is a great life skill to know in case they do have to write any check in the future. I know checks are almost obsolete, but this is always a fun assignment for me to show them on how we can write checks and also how to budget money and come up with some life choices. So there you have it. If you have any questions related to how I do my $1 million project, just make sure you leave them in the comments down below. All right, so that wraps up the highlights for today. Now let's move on to Wednesday. Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. I'm actually coming to you at the end of the day. It has been a full day of the students finishing some work for their $1 million project. They were writing all their checks this morning and then they had Spanish. After that, we had lunch. And during lunch, we finished reading our Small Spaces novel, and they absolutely loved it. So it is finally done. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have time to start reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. We'll see if we get to finish the whole story. We'll try our best. And then after that, the students started presenting their $1 million projects. I actually need to rush out of here, but tomorrow I'll make sure to show you some of the examples of the $1 million projects that the students have created. They had to create a PowerPoint, and some of them actually printed out portfolios to turn in. It wasn't required, but some of them did it. So I want to show you some examples of those too. As a matter of fact, I think I can show you one or two of them right now. Here is one example right here of the portfolio, and basically the information that's in here was also included in the PowerPoint that they presented. They included a typed expense tracking sheet. They didn't need to do it. I gave them one that they could write, which is similar to this. This is my example of me showing them how to write their checks and put all the expenses until they get to zero. And I also showed them this morning how to write the checks out so that they can see and finish writing their checks for the project. But right here, you can see what the student used their money on, and their challenge was to try to get to zero. And the student also went ahead and put all their expenses on the next pages with pictures of all the different things that they were going to use their $1 million for. So this is an example of one of the projects. And again, hopefully I'll get to show you a snippet of some of the PowerPoints tomorrow. All right, so let me get going and I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's highlight. So let's move on to Thursday. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. So right now, my students just went to their specials. It's in the morning. My eyes are a little watery because I think I'm having like a sinus something going on. I have a lot of pressure here, and I have a headache as well. I just finished taking something for it to see if it goes away, but it's so bad that if I don't get rid of this headache, I'm probably gonna have to go home, but we'll see. We're gonna play it by ear. I gotta put on my glasses because my vision's starting to look a little blurry, but I wanted to give you a quick highlight for this morning. So this morning I gave my students the Just One Word paper, which is on my TPT store for free. Basically, I listed all the students' names on the sheet of paper, and then I passed it out to them, and on the back is a list of character traits and positive words that describe others. So they just have to choose one word to describe each of their classmates, and with that I will create their end of the year gift from me. And they also get to put their name on the back of the sheet so I know that it's them. And they also get to pick 3 or more colors so that I can put it on their word clouds that we're creating. Another thing that I ended up doing this morning was I put on the board a little prompt. I put one thing my teacher taught me this year. And y'all, another reason why my eyes are a little watery right now is because it really touched me what a lot of them put on the board. And it's so good to see this because sometimes you don't know if what you're trying to teach them they're receiving. So this is what they have written so far. I still have about 4 or 5 students that haven't gone to the board yet, but here it is. So one thing my teacher taught me, and the cool thing is that yes, there's academic stuff in here, but there are more than just academic things on here. So this is a synopsis of everything that they are adding to the board, and this is just so beautiful. It's really touching my heart, and I really needed this positive vibe and positive energy going, and it's just absolutely special. And yeah, I'm just so happy and super proud of them, and I can't believe that we only have 9 days left in the school year. And I always end up crying at the end of the year. I'm starting to cry a little earlier, but yeah, it's dwindling by. And these last 2 weeks are gonna like fly by, just like this year has, to me, felt like it has flown by. All right, so let me get some things going during my planning time and I will catch up with you later. Hello everyone, it is now the end of the day and a few highlights from today. So after the students came back from PE, they continued working on their just one word activity, which I'll show you the paper. And again, I'll put the link down below to this free resource that I have in my TPT store. The other thing that we did was we started reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. This is our last novel of the year. This is how I like to end all my school years because it's a fun read and the students go into the summer having read such a great story, and if they enjoy it, they can read the rest of the series, which there's a total of 5 books, and then there's a sequel series that follows the same universe as Percy Jackson with some new characters, but it's 5 more books in case they really enjoy it. I've had students in the past that go on to read all of Rick Riordan's books, which have mythology included in the stories, but set in modern time, which is pretty cool. So the other thing that we ended up doing today after we read, and by the way, I read 4 chapters and I timed myself. I'm going to read for 1 hour and I'm going to see how many chapters I get to read in that 1 hour. And I read 4 chapters with the class and it was a lot of fun. After that, I had a student present their $1 million project and then everyone else will continue presenting tomorrow. So the other highlight is that the school has started to deliver the certificate awards and the trophies for our award ceremony, which is next week, which, note to self, I need to send the invitations tomorrow so that parents know when we're having that. So this is how it looks so far. So here is the folder that was delivered with 2 sets of different awards that I need to use to award my students. And these 2 trophies are for perfect attendance. We're supposed to get more trophies for principal's honor roll and something else for regular honor roll. So yeah, all that is coming. This is my just one word activity. I just put the students' names and they just put 1 word that describes each of their classmates. I include myself as well. And I also do one for all the students. And I use this to create a word cloud on wordart.com. So I just compile a list of all their words. And on the back, I give them a list of different words that they can use to describe their classmates. They put their name at the top and then they choose 3 or more colors that I can use when creating their word cloud. Obviously, when I start creating these, I'll show you my process and my method, and maybe I'll put it in a separate video. But that is my little end of the year activity that I do with my students to create their word clouds with all these words that their classmates have said about them. I forgot to mention that I got a little thank you card from one of our teachers that was responsible for coordinating the Fathers in Education event last week, that my students were able to read some of the poetry they wrote. And this is the beautiful note that I got. Take a remarkably creative and masterful teacher, pair her up with a class of witty thinkers and creative writers, and the result is truly marvelous. Kudos to your authors whose compositions delighted a room full of dads and father figures. Thank you for contributing greatly to the success of Fathers in Education Day. Love, Dr. V. And that is just so precious. Thank you so much, Dr. V, and to everyone that participated in this event. The other highlight for today is that I received my gifted order. So in our district, we get gifted money that the school receives and then allows the gifted teachers to go ahead and use those funds to buy materials for our class for this year or for next year. This is going to be for next year, obviously, since we only have 2 weeks of school left. But some of these things I definitely can use with my students this year, especially the books. So let me show you all these amazing things that are in these 2 Amazon boxes. Let's start with box number 1. I started buying some magnetic toys and trinkets and things like that for STEM bins that I want to start implementing. And these are the little clips that Megan from Too Cool for Middle School shared on her Instagram, I believe, and maybe even in her YouTube videos. But these are little clips that you just have standing on their desk, and you can clip on papers or questions or signs if you're doing centers. The way she used it was she had discussion starters clipped on it, and every student got one. And you could use this, but I'm not going to use it because I want to reuse them. But this is cool. I got a whole set of 12 and 12 for a total of 24. So I have enough for each student if I'm going to use it the way that she showed in her channel. And then I also got some brain flakes right here. These are so cool. You can use them to build all sorts of different things. So I got 2 of these, and I'll link them down below as well. If I remember to link everything, I will. And then I started getting a whole bunch of books. But underneath these books, there are more. Hold on. There are more magnetic toys that I want the students to use for STEM bins. So those are a lot of fun and will add to our classroom for sure. And then I got a plethora of books. So let's go through them. Let me see if I can just take them out of here. Just want to go through them and show you what I got. So I got this one by Michael Hall, Red, A Crayon Story. Pride, the story of Harvey Milk and the Rainbow Flag. After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. This was a beautiful book. Lovely Beast, The Surprising Truth. One Day, So Many Ways. Mama's Nightingale, A Story of Immigration and Separation. Peaceful Fights for Equal Rights. So this is the first set. And here's the next box filled with more books. 2 of them are professional books, so I got the Reading Strategies book and the Writing Strategies book. I'll definitely be taking these with me over the summer for summer reads and professional development for my own. A Flicker of Hope. Sonia Sotomayor, Turning Pages, My Life Story. I Descend, Ruth Bader Ginsburg Makes Her Mark. Dreamers, which I showed last week that this is on Epic as well as a free read. If you're a teacher and you get a free Epic account, you have access to this book as well. Malala's Magic Pencil. Hidden Figures, a true story of 4 Black women and the space race. Now I'm going to get to the other pile, so let me move these books back on this side. We have Lily and Duncan. Count on Catherine, How Katherine Johnson Saved Apollo 13. I Am Enough. Not a Box. The Rough Patch. Gaston. Crown, an Ode to the Fresh Cut. Shaking Things Up. 14 Young Women Who Changed the World. And May Among the Stars. If you've been following me for a while, you know that Mae Jemison is one of my heroes. I will love to meet her one day, but I love, love, love Mae Jemison. So that was our little highlight for today. The students don't know it because it came in at the end of the day, but so many goodies in here. And I just wanted to add more diverse books to my library. This is not the end of me adding more diverse reads. I want to put a Donor's Choose over the summer so I can add even more diverse chapter books, not just picture books, to my classroom library so that all my students can feel represented. All right, so that is it for today, Thursday. Now I'm going to move you on to Friday. Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. So I'm coming to you at the end of the day, and today I have a few highlights. So highlight number 1 was that the students started their iReady diagnostic. We did not finish, but at least we got started. I hope to get it all finished by next week. Highlight number 2, we read 3 big chapters in Percy Jackson, and now we're about to start in a very interesting chapter, which is all about Capture the Flag. And everyone in the camp will find out who his father is. So that is very interesting. I also had the rest of the class go and present their $1 million projects. I have a clip of one of them right here that I want to show you. So they did an amazing job. And after that, it was time for recess. So it was a very short day, but we did do a lot of important things. And now it's time for me to go. I did get a birthday gift from Miss Guzman. And I wanted to kind of show you on camera because I haven't even opened it. So let's see what's in this bag. Check out this beautiful bag that she got me. So I see that there's a card in here. Oh, to a very special someone named Marieli. Oh, that is just adorable. Oh my goodness. I love unicorns and she knows that. This is so lovely. Ooh, it's a pop-up card. Check it out. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Have a magical birthday. Love, Aureli. Oh, thank you, Miss Guzman. This is so beautiful. So let's see what's in the bag. Love the blue paper. Ooh. Ooh, she knows her way to my heart. Whatever is lovely, a coloring book for reflection and worship. Yes. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. This is perfect, y'all. And she got me some Silly Sense Crayola markers. How cute. I love this. Thank you so much, Miss Guzman, and so many beautiful things. I feel the love, and I am so appreciative of all of these beautiful things. Thank you. I definitely feel the love, and I am so grateful to have Miss Guzman in my life. And yeah, it's just a perfect way to start my birthday weekend, which is this Monday. It falls on Memorial Day this weekend. I am going with my family to Universal Studios, and I am planning on doing a special bonus vlog on our experience. So you'll see that one sometime next week. So I hope you enjoy coming along with us on this week-long in the classroom, 5 days. This is the last 5-day school week of this current school year. Next week is a 4-day school week, and so is the next week. We only have 2 weeks left of school and 8 more days. Crazy people. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello, dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.